Hello everybody. I saw there was 5 people waiting, so I thought, well, I'm not going to keep you waiting until 7 o'clock, I'll just put it on now. So I'll obviously not in the proper quali yet, I'm just going out and having a bit of a practice. So there's only 5 minutes until the actual quali starts, so I'll maybe just top up the beer and have a little bit of a chat. Everything working all right at your end, chaps? The video's not jittery, or the sound's okay, is it? I never noticed that. Somebody joined a Mr. D'Souza is in here with a GT car and everybody's shouting at him, "It's Porsche Cup only." So I was out earlier on this afternoon. You know, again, just like yesterday, I joined the server. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you for confirming it's all okay. I joined the server this afternoon about sort of 3 o'clock UK time, just for a little practice really, and suddenly it turned into a race, which they do now and again, so that's fine. And you know, I think there was about, maybe it started with about 8 of us, so that was good practice. It was 45 minutes, just like this one, and I was having a great battle with Jeremy for the first few laps, so that was quite encouraging, because I know he's normally faster than me in GT3 and GT4, and then when he was chasing me, I don't know, lap 6 or something, I spun it at the chicane just before the last corner, so that allowed him to get ahead, and then I had a bit of damage, I had another crash. I had to come into the pits for 2 minutes. I thought, well, that's my race over pretty much. And then I just rejoined and thought, well, I'm going to finish it. And then suddenly Jeremy's in the pits as well, for longer, so he must have had a bigger crash than me. And when I was exiting the pits, I sped out the pits, and I immediately got a stop and go, 30-second stop and go penalty, so I had to come round and come back in the pits and serve that. But basically the way it all shook out, with about, I don't know, 5 laps to go or something, is Jeremy was about 30 seconds behind me, and he was closing, you know, nibbling into that lead, but I managed to hold him off. So I finished 3rd, you know, which for me is fantastic, even though there was only about, by that time there was only about, I don't know, 6 drivers left or something. But that happened yesterday as well, in the GT4 practice in the afternoon, so that's 2 days, well, you could actually say, in the space of 24 hours, I've been on the podium twice. So if only that happened in these real races, eh? But anyway, I took a note of my time, the best time I did in that little pretend race this afternoon, and I did a 152.7. So looking here, even though we're not in the proper quali, you can see Derek Bird is up at 148.9. Here we are. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that. So here's the proper quali. Let's get the setup loaded in. I've just made a very final tweak there actually, which seemed to feel really good. I'll show you what that is. I had the steering ratio, I think it defaults to 14, and I always like it a little bit snappier, so I put it down to 13, and that's when I set the, 152.7, and just before I started to stream, I thought I'll stick it to 12 and see how it feels, and it felt really good, so I've left it there. So let's try and get out reasonably early on.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now. We've got 28 minutes to do the business. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
This is a nice little gap we've got for ourselves at the moment. So yeah, I'll chat about last night's race as well, which was good fun. A couple of incidents in it which I wasn't overly happy about, but one of them I definitely think I'm going to report to the race stewards, since that's what we're meant to be doing now. You know, they say to leave it 24 hours, and I understand that, so we can all reflect on things and have a look at the replay and, you know, cooler heads and all that. And I've had a look at the replay a number of times. There was actually 2 incidents, but I think I'm only going to report one of them. The first one, chaps apologised to me anyway, so we'll just leave it at that. Came on private message this afternoon, so that's fine, and I didn't actually lose any places over it, so you know, we'll let that one go. But the other one, when you see it tomorrow, guys, those of you in the group, it gave me severe damage. My car was handling like crap afterwards, and I lost a whole lot of top speed. So, you know, it really affected the outcome of my race. Okay, let's try and get some heat into these tyres.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
Yellow flag.
There's a slow car.
Oh man,
flag.
People are tangling.
Car clear left. Yellow
Qualifying. It's not a very good a sign, is it?
Green flag, all clear.
But the start last night was okay. You know, there were a few cars went off at the first corner, but it certainly wasn't Monza all over again. And Jeremy said, you know, you're free to race as soon as that green light comes down. And I caught a couple of people snoozing.
The leader has just
but it was all pretty respectful.
51.6. That's a new fastest.
And once we all settled down, I had some of the best racing I've had ever in this league. It was some fantastic battles. So it wasn't bad. I improved on my grid position at the finish. I finished the race. I unfortunately didn't get into the points, so I was hoping to I nearly got 20th. Would have meant I got 1 point, but yeah, you know, it's in the points. Right, we'll do a couple of flying laps, so I might not chat so much now.
Good on me. Personal fastest lap. Yellow flag in sector 3.
This corner goes on forever.
Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace. Your brake temperatures are okay. Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear.
Not going to be bad.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Yeah,
Green
very
flag,
happy with
sector
that.
2, P11. That's your fastest lap. Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds off the pace. Incident clear, green flag. Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Fastest lap for Bird, 148.44.
Lap invalidated.
We need to watch these track limits. Sector 1 is clear. Place.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to find a place to pull off the circuit carefully.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Okay, Andy, we need to watch these track limits.
Right, let's get back to the pits. Yeah, so that felt really good. That little change with the steering ratio. It just means you have to turn the wheel obviously less, rotate the wheel less to get the front tyres to turn. You have to be a little bit careful with it because you know, it's very easy to spin these Porsches. So if you make any sort of sudden movements, but yeah, not too disappointed with that time. So how many have we got in tonight? We have 26, which is less than last night. Although I think last night it was about 27, but by the time the race started there seemed to be a bit more, maybe 29. So maybe a couple of folk might sneak in towards the end. But it's far off the, what was it, we had in some circuits we had 42 or 43 drivers, which is a busy circuit. So this is a bit more manageable. And it's a nice circuit this. I forgot to mention last night that I'd been to this circuit twice for the F1 back in the early 2000s. Went over there with a whole bunch of friends, my brother and my wife. 1 year, I think we sort of arranged it all ourselves and stayed in Lloret de Mar, which is just up the coast from Barcelona. That was great fun. And I think almost the following year or the year after, myself and my wife went back. It was either with Page and Moy or Motor Racing International, I can't remember. And we stayed, well, the first time we stayed in, was it Lloret de Mar or Tossa de Mar? And the other time we stayed in one of the others. But anyway, back in the early 2000s, Spain was one of the cheapest Grand Prix to attend, certainly from sort of UK point of view, and I'd imagine, you know, the rest of Europe. It was cheap to get your flights. Accommodation wasn't too bad, and the big difference was the weekend race ticket price. It was just so different than Silverstone and other circuits. I can't remember how much it was, but it seemed ridiculously cheap for 3 days. So yeah, it was a great circuit, and I've sat in the big grandstand opposite the pits, and I'm sat just after turn 5, which is a really good place for viewing. And back in those days, I used to do an awful lot of Formula 1 photography. You know, I used to cart my digital SLR and lenses around, and I used to sell some of my F1 photos through a website and on eBay and stuff like this. So I got some great photos from Barcelona. These well, Circuit de Catalunya. These two visits we made. So it's a circuit I really like. Yeah, there's my brother commenting. It was good fun. It certainly was. A lot of the amber nectar was consumed, and if you're a vegetarian, you don't want to be in Spain. I think it was steaks just about every night, and they were absolutely superb. I'd go back there in a shot, actually. Yeah, Malcolm, I used ACC Race Engineer this afternoon, and I worked out my pressures. So do you think because it's going to get colder I should put a wee bit more in? It gets colder, you know, this is the same sort of time progression as last night, so it starts in the daylight and then it goes to a nice sunset, so obviously with the sun going down. Do you think I should stick in a wee bit more? Let's have a little look. Certainly these were the figures that ACC Race Engineer suggested to me, and it felt quite good in the practice race this afternoon, even towards the end. It got a little bit slidey. I could definitely feel the difference. I think the real problem is this right front tyre. It seems to do something completely different to the other three. I might nip out again. Since I'm away down now, where am I? 20th. Well, 20th out of 26. So, you never know. I might be able to. Hey, Nikos, how are you? How are you tonight from Greece? I bet you've got better weather than we've got here. It's been really cold here for May in Edinburgh and Scotland, and this afternoon it was pissing down with rain. We even had a little bit of snow yesterday and overnight. Yeah, well, last night's race, obviously, it was GT4, so I'm not sure if it's a bit of difference. Yeah, you're right. I was five laps in when I mentioned the sliding, but I have a feeling that maybe to do with my driving more than anything else. But right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, chaps. Just for you, let's load in my race setup. And you think 0.5 on every tyre. I'm going to go for 0.3. Okay, and I'll save that. Okay. And I'll tell you what. Let's just try and nip out with my quali setup. I've stuck some more in there for quali as well. Okay. If this all goes tits up, I'm going to blame all of you.
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you. Blue flag. Clear left. You've got cold brakes all round.
Oh man, people spinning
clear.
everywhere, eh? Right, a couple of laps to warm up the tyres.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Yeah, so this banking on the left-hand side. We watched one of the F1 races from up there.
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag sector 3.
Yeah, so for those of you that have joined a little bit later, I've got a bit of video I've captured from last night's race, and I'm gonna lodge my first formal complaint with the stewards. I might do it later on tonight, because you're not allowed to do it until after 24 hours after the race, and then you've got up to 48 hours. So.
V20.
So nothing personal against the person, but it was a little bit blatant, and let's see how this new system works. Whoa, okay, well, that definitely felt different. Sliding. Obviously they're not quite up to temperature yet, are they?
Your front tyres are cold.
I'm not pushing, obviously,
Alright,
because
Andy, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Track limits. Keep it
these
within the lines.
tyres are obviously taking a while to heat up. We're getting there, though.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag Sector 1.
Whoa. Okay.
Light damage on the front.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
No, sorry, gentlemen. I didn't like that. I'm gonna go and take my pressures back to what they were. So it was 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And save it for my race. Okay. Okay, we haven't got too much time, but all practice is good practice, eh?
Incident clear, green flag. There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors. Blue flag.
I'm going to let this one guy get round. Come on.
Yellow flag in Sector 3.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
You're clear. Incident clear.
There's a slow car up ahead.
This is where all the mayhem was last night, this corner. And it kind of continued
Yellow flag.
down to this corner. So I'll be keeping a lookout for that tonight. I mean, a 45-minute race, a lot can happen. As I found out this afternoon, you know, I was in the pits for repairs. I got a stop and go penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and I still finished third. So slippy slidey.
Yellow flag, Sector 1.
I do enjoy
Green flag, Sector
driving
1.
this Porsche. It's made me think about GT3 and GT4 for the future. I must, in my own time, take some of them out and just compare them to some of the, you know, circuits where I know I've got a good lap time, and just see what I can do. Oh man, slidey there as well.
Brake temps are good. Sector 1 is 1.9 off the pace.
And of course, last night I crossed the start-finish line with my fuel light flashing again. So I think
That's 5 minutes to go. 5
there was
minutes.
still a decent amount of fuel in for at least another lap, if not 2.
Mind these track limits, please, Andy. Sector 3 is clear.
Not what you want to see.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Gonna get out of this
Blue
guy's
flag.
way. I think they're on fast laps,
Clear,
so I don't
incident
want
clear.
to. I don't think I'm going to do much better than what I've done anyway. So let's just get back and get settled for the race. I see you're starting to blame each other there, David and Malcolm. I was watching last night before I switched the light out in bed. I'm a wee bit behind on that Formula 1 series on Netflix. The name escapes me right now, but I know it's on Series 3. I'm sort of halfway through Season 2, and I was watching the episode last night, which is sort of focusing on Gasly. You know, Christian Horner giving Gasly the chance in Red Bull, and of course he's up against Verstappen, and it just doesn't work out for him at all. And it's a great series, that, because it's not quite so sanitized as you see on Sky. You know, they're all effing and blinding behind the scenes, and it's quite interesting. It's much more real. I felt for Gasly. You know, they're disappointed because he's finishing 6th. I mean, I'd be over the moon with 6th. I'll maybe watch another episode tonight. Today's beer, it's the same as I think I had this on Sunday evening. Beavertown, which is a London brewery. Beavertown Neck Oil. Oh, there we go. Quite often see this on tap in bars in Edinburgh and Glasgow. It's a session IPA 4.3. So, yes, Malcolm, on Netflix. I think it's called something like Driven to Win or Drive to Win or something like that. I'm sure it's on Netflix. Yeah, David, I'm looking forward to Group 3. It can't come soon enough, to be honest. I think you agree. It's not a lot of fun. Well, it is fun. You know, I get loads of enjoyment out of this. I wouldn't be doing it otherwise. But it's so much better when you're having you've got something to sort of aim for and something geeing you on. And you know, if you know you're going to finish out of the points, even though you're having good scraps on the circuit, it can be a little bit demotivating. Although, having said that, Drive to Survive, that's it. Yeah, fantastic series. You know, watch it from the first series. Netflix gets some really good access to the garages and the team meetings and everything. But yeah, I have improved already, even though this has only been going for a couple of months. I can see my lap times are coming down. I can see me creeping a little bit closer to people who seem quite far away at the start. I don't really have the time to put in as much practice as others do, and I know some of the fast guys here spend hours practicing for each race. It'll be why they get so annoyed if they're taken out or held up, which I understand. Yeah, it's on right now, Malcolm. You know, you'll see Series 1 and Series... In fact, all 3 series are on Netflix just now. But it's, you know, we can't all put in the practice for these races that other guys do, so it'd be good to have a Group 3. And it would mean we'd have this kind of number in the grid, you know, sort of in the 20s. I think that's a good number for a race. Evening, Melvin, how are you? So, yeah. I know that it's an awful lot of work for Jeremy and Michelle, but they must be getting into a bit of a groove with it now. And that was an interesting thing on, somebody put it up on Facebook today about the piece of software you can download which helps with stewarding. I must go and have a look at that myself. So that might help them a bit. I'm going to be interested to see how many people post in the stewards reporting thing on Discord in the next sort of 12 hours or for 24 hours or 48 hours. Bearing in mind you've got to leave it 24 hours after a race, but I'm wondering, you know, I'm going to post one later tonight or tomorrow morning, and I wonder if other people are holding off to do it at the right time. I wonder if that's going to create a big workload for Jeremy and Michelle. I know they've got 5 guys, they've got 5 people who are stewarding. Okay, there we go, quali over. So, see, it's exactly as I said. There's, oh no, 26, okay. Yeah, you don't get the password unless you've attended the pre-race meeting, so I don't understand how it could be any more than however many were in the meeting. Anyway, let's get the race set up, loaded in. We'll just double check. Yeah, 50 litres. Final wee few swigs of beer. I got an email today from the Jim Clark Motor Museum down in Duns, which I've got some connections with, and of course they've been shut for COVID, but they're opening up in very soon actually. I think it's the 17th of May, but it's appointments only. They've got a nice booking system online, and you can book in 20-minute slots. So, you know, I've been down there many times. I was at the official opening with Jackie Stewart and everyone, and you know, if it's your first time, you'd want to allow a good hour anyway. So I'm hoping to take a friend of mine and his son down fairly soon, so that'll be good. And if I can get a midweek time, I think we might have the place to ourselves just about, which would be fantastic. So I'll take a few photos on my phone when I'm down and put them up on Facebook or whatever, because I know some of you will be interested in that. It's a great drive down, you know, for me in the car. Some lovely Scottish Borders roads, and the roads where Jim Clark honed his craft. It's a bit like driving around the Nürburgring. I think I've changed my tyre set, but I'll tell you what, I'll put it on 4. I think I had qualifying on set 1 and I had race on set 3, but I'll put it on 4. Just to be safe. Belts and braces, as my dad used to say. I've got 4 in now. I don't know if this sort of trick thing works with the Porsches to keep your tyres warm, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, now, and I must put on, I think it's the V key to get the driver names. I must have accidentally pressed that a few races ago, and I was thinking last night, why can't I see the drivers' names above the cars? So I will sort that out as well.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
There we go, drivers' names. Well, you're getting me worried, David, about my brakes now.
The air temp is 26 Celsius. Okay, Andy, stay calm, focus.
Come on. Why aren't we... Bro, that... I thought, why aren't we moving? It was dreadful lag. Oh, I'm going to be totally out of place here, am I now, unless I can... Yeah, I'm trying to get up to my...
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Okay, well I don't know why that lag happened there. That wasn't good.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty.
So I'm going to stay out of this first corner. There's Willie behind me doing the same.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Bit of bumping going on now. See, that's Uwe in front of me, and I know he's using a modem or a mobile phone or something. I wonder if it was him that caused the lag.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
People
Slow
off
car
here.
ahead. Car left.
We can sneak round a little bit.
Still
Oh man, that was dreadful.
Hold your line. Clear left. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Slow car
And here's
ahead.
more. Look at this. Now, I wonder how many of them
Flag, you're clear. Left side.
Clear on the left.
Clear left.
are damaged.
Car on the
Car
left.
left.
Clear on the left.
Clear left.
Oh, I've got a drive-through for speeding on the start. That is because
Clear on the right.
I was trying to get to my grid position. Okay, I'm going to take it immediately. That's a bit annoying with the lag.
Left side. Clear left. Look out for the pit speed limit.
I might as well take it now whilst cars are bunched together and there's more chance of accidents and things.
We need to come in for this penalty in the next 2 laps.
Right, I'm in. Serve penalty. Come on. Okay, I don't understand what's going on here, folks. Right, I've no idea what's happening.
Pit exit's clear. You've served
Oh
your penalty.
man, I've got to stop and go now.
You
Oh
still haven't served this penalty.
This is a bloody nightmare. Okay.
Okay, Andy. The next car is Souza.
Okay, well I might as well come in again to try and serve that.
The car ahead is Justice.
Okay.
Watch your speed. New fastest lap for Bird, 149.87.
Right. Looks like we're serving that okay. A drive-through, not a stop and go, was it, David? Oh man, I wish I'd known that. Okay. You live and learn. I've never had a drive-through before, so I didn't know what to do there. My fault. Anyway, the field are going to clear me quite nicely here.
Let's go, 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 go.
The exit looks clear.
Jesus.
Blue flag.
I'm going to let these guys go. I don't want to get in their way because they're...
Faster car,
Clear left.
Then I can start chasing a bit. Well, all that's over and we've still got 38 minutes, so never give up, never surrender. We'll see what we can do. Tyres are stone cold,
Take it easy, you've
obviously.
got cold tyres.
Got to be so gingerly.
slow car ahead.
Until I can get some heat into them.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
These two are having a nice dice ahead.
There's a slow car up ahead.
There's the sun starting to go down already. Shadows are getting long. Yeah, look at that front right. It's so much colder than the others.
Slow car ahead.
Sector 2 is clear. Okay, Andy, the next car is Souza. You've got cold front tyres.
Not chatting too much just now, just until I get some heat into these tyres and get into a bit of a rhythm. Amazingly, I'm not last, but DSQ, is that somebody disqualified? Oh dear. We'll have to kind of hope that some people end up in the pits for damage repairs to allow us maybe to catch up a bit. Oh, spun. I'm a lap down on him anyway, aren't I?
P25.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Okay.
Sector 2 is clear. The next car is Souza.
Car's starting to feel a wee bit better now. Still an issue with that front right though.
Slow car ahead.
With the sun going down so much, tyres will start to misbehave even more. My buddy
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 27 Celsius.
Uwe ahead of me from Germany. As I say, I think he's moved house last week and this week, and I don't think he's got his broadband in. So I saw him messaging saying he's going to try a mobile connection. I can only assume he means on a mobile phone. I'm convinced that's what's done the lag at the start.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Slow car ahead.
Somebody spun ahead of us though. Allowed Uwe to get a place. Mr. Wyman.
P24. Okay, Andy, the next car is Souza.
In another couple of laps, that sun is going to be really blinding.
Now in the lead.
Oh, spun.
Left, clear left. Blue flag.
That's such a shame about the start, because I'm pretty happy with my pace here and how the car's handling. Having said that, sliding around there. Watch my track limits there.
The guy in front is Souza.
Poor Uwe here probably thinks I'm racing him. If he doesn't glance and look and see that I'm a lap down. 2 laps down actually. The nearest guy to me is, what, 30 seconds away? Look at that sun now.
Bird is now leading.
Oh, he went a bit wide there. Well, I'm allowed to unlap myself, so
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
might get a little toe off him here.
Green flag.
Car
On your left.
Clear on the
Clear
left.
left. Blue flag.
Past the car coming up behind you.
I'm definitely quicker than him, so I did that fairly cleanly.
We are at the halfway mark.
Green flag sector 3.
Hope you'll all
B24.
agree. And
Alright Andy, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
if he catches up with me, and I'll get blue flag, then I'll let him go again.
The car behind is pitting.
Went a bit deep there. Oh, look at that sun. Right in the face. Need your shades on.
You've just done a 154.85.
Okay, personal best lap. don't want to look at my leaderboard too much just now, but I think I might have somebody about 8 seconds ahead of me. Maybe I'm wrong.
Last lap was at 154.15.
I think I'm reading the lap board incorrectly.
Okay, Andy, the next car is Simpson.
Fast
Blue
car
flag.
coming behind you.
Okay, blue flags. Let him go.
Car on
Car
the
right.
Clear on the
Clear
right.
right.
Derek, the leader.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
There we go, that's what I wanted. I don't like pressing keys when I'm racing, but I needed to get the relative time up there since the leaders are going to be streaming past me. Derek's already gone past, but I need to know where they are. It looks like the next guy's about 6 seconds behind me. Mr. Weston, yeah.
Yellow flag sector 2. Green flag sector 2.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I should really assign a button to my
Yellow
steering
flag.
wheel for that, shouldn't I?
Green flag, all clear.
Oh, screwing up my gears there. I can kind of see the next guy in my rear view. He's going to be all over me in a second. If we can just get round to the start finish, that would be the ideal time to let him
The track
pass.
temperature is falling. It's now 25 Celsius.
Fast
Blue
car
flag.
approaching.
Let him go.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
There's another one, I think.
Blue flag.
The faster car is approaching.
There we go. Oh, see that? Jesus. He just disappeared completely from my view and lag again.
15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Okay,
That would have been
Come on,
horrendous.
stay focused.
If,
Apexes and exits, apexes and exits.
I've taken him out because I didn't see him due to lag. Next guy's about 9 seconds behind me. A little bit of breathing space.
You've got half your fuel left.
Half my fuel, well, obviously carrying too much fuel then. Oh God, I can hardly see because of that sun. I find that a tricky corner to get right every time. On this one yesterday I could monster over these curbs in the Merc GT4 Merc, but the Porsche, it's easy to spin the Porsche there.
Blue flag.
Okay. Oh shit.
Left side, clear left.
That's my fault, I wasn't paying attention very well there. Suddenly got the blue flag. Oh, somebody's off here. I'm not going to get in his way, he's a leader. Mr. Pollitt. Although, it has to be said, he started racing me from about 6 laps down this afternoon on my last lap.
10 minutes remaining.
When I was in third position, and he started racing me on the start-finish straight. Not what I wanted. Anyway, I shall be gentlemanly to him and not get in his way here. Well, if nothing else, this will get my safety rating up a little bit again, just by doing all these laps and not hitting any cars or anything. So I don't like to. I don't think I've ever done it. Rage quit a race. A blue flag. I'm going to get out of this guy's way.
Car right, clear right.
No, I don't like people who rage quit. You never know what's going to happen, and you learn from every experience, so you might as well carry on. And certainly that start-finish, I'd be interested to know afterwards if anybody else had the same
Slow car ahead.
the same experience as me with you know, the timer getting to
Slow car
0
ahead.
and we're all supposed to start moving, and of course I just got nothing from my accelerator. I just left standing there on the grid because of lag, and then suddenly, what was Mr. Wyman? I think I might. Is this a place back? Oh God, yeah. Look at that, 23rd. Yeah, so when the lag sorted itself out, the rest of the field are on the way to start and finish. So. Not my problem, but I suffered for it, and of course I accelerated to try and get into my green box for the rolling start, and I got a speeding penalty, speeding on the start. So and I thought it was a stop and go, but apparently it was a drive-through. So I stopped in the pits when I didn't have to, and then I sped away, and I got a speeding in the pits penalty. So, not the best start to a race. However, as I say, you live and learn.
Faster car coming behind you.
Okay, I'm going to let this guy past. And you never know, after this race there might be some stewards' inquiries about things, and people might lose their places or be bumped down the points or something, or lose points. So you never know. I'm in 23rd. All we need is
23rd place.
3 more places and we get a point. pretty confident I would have been in the points, apart from that stupid horrendous start, but there we go.
Okay, Andy, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
And as always, next week. And of course, next week is, if I remember correctly, Bathurst, Mount Panorama. So that is going to be fantastic. I know one of my friends, Hugh, is really looking forward to that. One of his favourite circuits. So I better get practising for that. So only 4 minutes left. Barring any major incidents. It looks like we're going to officially finish 23rd. Which is not where I hope to be, however, it's still terrific fun.
The car behind is pitting.
Somebody's pitting. You never know, we might sneak another place here if somebody's pitting. Well, now there's a few ahead of me. There's two people who have been DSQ'd.
The next car is Souza.
That's interesting. Is that the game doing that? Or is that the admins? Have they done something there? I don't know. I wonder what they did to get...
Air temp's falling. It's now 24 Celsius.
I can feel the tyres are a bit slippy slidey now with the drop in temperature. Something to take it a little bit easier.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Clattering over that curb. Now, is there anybody in the pits here? Crew chief said somebody was pitting. Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay. Ooh, a little bit deep. I'm surprised I haven't heard the leader is on the final lap. Considering I was 2 laps down. Well, of course, it'll happen at 0, won't it? Yeah.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap.
There we go.
Give it all you can.
Just as I say it. Looks like a blue flag job coming up behind me.
One more lap to go.
Maybe not. Well, it looks like for position, maybe. Too far in.
Alright, to the right.
Leader has finished
Car on right side's clear.
with some light damage on the front of the car.
The last lap,
Tiny bit of
eh?
aero damage there. You probably won't even feel it.
Alright. Aero damage that I won't feel. Well, it doesn't matter, I'm still 23rd. That kind of sums up my race, guys, doesn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, well, I'm not moving. No. It's too unsafe to move. No. Sticking to the rules there. If you spin, you've got to stay still until people have passed. And I'm still 23rd, so there was nothing to gain.
Right, 23. That's the end of the race.
Yeah.
We'll get him next time.
Back to the pits.
Okay. Let's have a little look at... Yeah, Stefan, I thought I had auto... I'm pretty sure I've got auto pit lane on, so maybe it's because I wasn't in first. I thought that with having it on auto it would slow me down, but maybe I need to look at that. Yes, Malcolm, I did enjoy it. You know, not the greatest race, it has to be said, but it's a real shame at the start. As I say, I'll be interested to see if anybody else had that lag. But basically, as soon at the point that I could move on the rolling start, people were, you know, about 100 yards down the road. Maybe I should have just gone really slowly instead of trying to find my spot. But again, you live and learn. If that happens again, I'll know what to do. But anyway, good fun all the same, and I'm glad you guys were along with me again. No doubt there'll be more tomorrow night, and of course Group 2, a big Group 2 race on Saturday night for me. So I'll see you all then. Cheers for now.